for some people who have seen my one of my earlier videos about one of the things I've talked about, it's that I collect the Lizardmen as well as Orcs and Dark Eldar. And just on Saturday, I got, if you can read that, their battalion. Now I also got an earful from my parents about spending and stuff like that, but well, it was more of an impulse buy, and I probably won't be getting anything else for a bit. Anyway, onto it. Everything you see in gray, well, if you can distinguish the colors, is stuff I got out of the battalion. So yes, I do have a large unit of up to 15 Cold One Cavalry if I want to, though I probably won't be running more than 10 in most games. I have a unit of 20 Saurus Warriors with hand weapon and shields now instead of 16. So these rank up nicely 5x4. Or 4x5, but that would be kind of useless. I have a unit of 15 skinks here with javelins and shields, which could also be hardier skirmishers if I want to. They'd just be 8 points per model instead of 5 that these guys are. And I have painted them a bit. There's just one guy right there. Wonder if you can see the highlights on him. I don't know, it's focusing in on the base. But there is just green sand, but I do have some highlights on these guys. Let's see. I wonder if you can see it on this guy. Not sure if you can see it, but okay, I can't see it through the camera, but it is there. If post a comment below if you actually see it, but I can't really see it. But these are my Saurus Cavalry and spears in full command. I probably won't be running more than 10 in a squad or so. Here I have a Scarvet or Old Blood on foot. This is just pretty much a Saurus warrior with the Cold One Champion sword and the Cold One Champion head with the funky crest there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a single drop of green stuff used. So, most of the time I'll probably run this guy as an Old Blood with Blade of Realities, depending on if the points allow that. But, so, and I'll either toss him into one of my units of Saurus Warriors or my Temple Guard. Here I have a Skink Priest. It's not quite done yet. I just kind of want green stuff on a helmet, a skull actually, onto it. And the thing here is I just took a regular skink. I grabbed the arm that has the spear, like that. Cut off the head. Took one of the banners from the Cold One Cavalry kit. Chopped off a bit of it and added that on, and then took that right there, the skull, the pendant, and the feather from the Cold One Cavalry kit. Glued it on, positioned it very carefully onto the javelin, and then that right there is actually one of the possible crests for a Cold One Champion, but I'm probably going to be running it as the plaque of Tipok, and just kind of giving it a purplish color, again, just to kind of make it more magical in comparison to everything else, which is red and gold. Now, oh yes, something I forgot to mention, I haven't actually glued on the cavalry onto the riders onto the Cold Ones, so that way it's easier to paint. And then just pretty much that, as I get onto my Scarvet or Old Blood on a Cold One, once again, he's easily removed, so it just kind of gets that. I did give him a halberd, because halberds are just better than regular hand weapons and shields. And the head there is the Temple Guard revered Guardian head. Put onto a Cold One body. Again, the halberd there is the revered Guardian halberd. It's getting into focus. And the shield is just a simple Cold One Cavalry shield. Other than that, nothing else really. Most likely I'll be running this guy as a Scarvet, just to give my Cold Ones, if actually needed, a boost in combat ability, if they actually do need that. So I'll move him off to the side there. and move on to my unit of 15 Source Warriors. These guys probably won't be getting any bigger unless I can get 30 of them into a horde, 40 of them into a horde formation. But that seems unlikely. But there's 15 Source Warriors with spears, full command. There's the champion, the musician, and the standard bearer. All right there. So these guys are gonna be. These guys are pretty tough. I know that just regular hand weapons and shields are tough, and that's only with 2 ranks fighting. Now 3 ranks fighting is going to be, again, quite tough. There I have 20 skink skirmishers. I'd probably run them in 2 groups of 10, just to keep them more versatile and a bit more useful. As you can see, some of them are actually painted in there. I'm on my way to finishing up painting all my skinks. I'm going to finish painting up those guys, going to finish up painting these guys, and then move on to the other ones, because I just can't leave stuff half painted and lying around. So yeah, it gets to that point. And then over here I just have 2 jungle swarms, where if I can get 2 more 40mm square bases from a friend, I can have 4 of these guys, because, well, these jungle swarms are just the snakes from the Cold One Cavalry kit. And it's nice that you don't have to pay as much money for it, and it just makes it so much better. Yeah, sorry for the cut there, I accidentally turned it off. And finally, a unit of 20 Temple Guard, half of them painted that I had before. And these guys, fully painted, highlighted, and everything. Some of it's not the best. I think I chose the wrong guy to show the highlighting for. Let's grab this guy to see if he's better. Yeah, this guy just looks, he's much better, much cleaner. But there's his shield. Oh yeah, 10 of these guys, and I think 10 or so Source Warriors as an old button with Blade of Realities can obliterate Swordmasters of Horth, I think they are, in a single round of combat. So, Temple Guard are a nice hardy unit. I plan on getting 2 more units for these guys. Probably not this month. I'm going to be spending it painting, and among most likely. That's pretty much it. I'll hopefully be able to use these guys relatively soon. I kind of want to, because it would be better than just having these guys sitting around doing nothing while I'm trying to organize with a friend, trying to just get a simple 1500 point battle against his Skaven. Yeah, he's got his army consists of like 2 Island of Blood stats, Plague Priest, Plague Furnace, some Plague Monks. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. But, oh, and a Hell Pit Abomination. So, that's gonna be pretty tough, but if I can just get some green stuff and make a bird skull onto his head, I should be okay for conversions wise. I'm looking forward to having this fully painted and fielding it. It's going to look awesome. And depending on whether, oh yeah, also I did this specifically with all of my Source Warriors are facing the same way. So, like, these guys will always rank up nicely because the fact that the way I've lined them up. And it's the same thing with the Spearman. I'm just going to take this guy here. See, he ranks up nicely, ranks up nicely, ranks up nicely, and ranks up nicely. So, I've done that with all my Temple Guard, I've done it with all my Source Warriors. They're all facing the same way, so he can easily just stick himself into a unit and not have to worry about ranking up or whatnot like I kind of have to do with Skink Priest, because I just kind of threw them all together. And yeah, if I ever use Skink Warriors, I'll just pretty much only use them to hold a Skink Priest, because having a Skink Priest out in the open is just asking for him to get shot and murdered. But as you can see, there's the minor problem with ranking up my Skinks, because of the way I've built them. They just don't rank up nicely. Also, I need movement trays. Having movement trays will help a lot. So, this is the zip ding. Hopefully I'll be able to bring to a Lizardmen battle report. If I finish these and my parents ever let me allow it, I'll probably get vampire counts next. But that's it. Thank you and good night.